I have been to forums where the PS...
From turning jackfruit into meat.
When mixed with spices and sauces, it is able to create a very good meat alternative.
To modern tuberculosis screening.
It's a disease that we have no longer have across the EU, but as a company, we've been active in this field since the 1950s already.
As well as battery manufacturing.
We will now start the mass manufacturing of lithium-ion battery packs here in Uganda.
These were some of the testimonies from European-backed investments in Uganda. They were part of the ongoing Uganda and European Union Business Forum at Speak Resort Munyonyo in Kampala. The forum was officially opened by the President, Yoweri Museveni, who arrived at the venue in the early hours of Wednesday afternoon.
Where does wealth come from? Because people were thinking gold was wealth, silver was wealth, they had all sorts of ideas. But Adam Smith came and said, no, wealth comes from the production of a good or a service, and you specialize in it, and you produce it and you sell it to others. You exchange. Private sector, specialization, and exchange of goods and services.
Museveni, who recounted cultural and Christian linkages with Europe, spoke against repeating colonial mistakes at the expense of Africa and Uganda's development.
Also geographically, Europe is very near Africa. It is therefore a mistake by the European strategists not to see this, because with the emergence of the middle class, it became clear some of the thinkers like Adam Smith and Maynard Keynes, they helped us, all of us, to clarify, to answer some of the questions.
With Africa's growing population and the European Union coming on board to invest in Uganda, Museveni is optimistic.
For the first time, the population of Africa is overtaking the population of China and the population of India, and it will be 2.5 billion in the next 30 years. So therefore, really for the European companies and governments and political groups and the think tanks, if they are there, this is the moment. Africa is easier for you. We share a lot in common: language, legal system, some of the concepts of social organization. It should really be much easier for you to work with us.
Earlier, State Minister for Investment and Privatization, Evelyn Anite, welcomed the newly deployed EU ambassador to Uganda. They both agreed on the need to work together for economic progress.
About 284 million population of people in the East African market. COMESA, we're talking about 560 million, and we're talking about 1.3 billion people. That is a readily available market, that if you decide to invest in Uganda, that will be a ready market for you.
I'm convinced that there is still a lot we can do to foster trade and investment between Uganda and Europe. We have a key role to play to enable European investors to have a deeper understanding of the business environment and investment climate prevailing in Uganda.
Uganda is welcoming you. We will invest here if you choose on the same terms, like if you are a Ugandan company, They will give you the incentives. We are not interested in taxes, direct taxes, because we shall get money from you as long as you invest here indirectly, not directly.
Renowned entrepreneur Audrey Rwabogo described the forum as timely.
Is of people who come from the market that we are focusing on, the EU, the British market and the Commonwealth, to ensure that fruits and vegetables, coffee, teas, where we've put percentages to ensure that businesses that export to these countries can grow. This is a good forum.
One of the expected outcomes of the forum is mobilizing 100 bankable investment projects from Ugandan entrepreneurs and public agencies. Henry Okrut, UBC.